Spy Family trended in Twitter worldwide in the #1 spot, even before the first episode came out. That's how much anticipation there is for this show. Also, we have been informed that Spy Family will have a total of 25 episodes split into two cores. So, we are in for the long ride. Today, we are over-analyzing Spy Family and the reason on why I believe it will be a great addition to your top anime list. Here are the reasons why Spy X Family is a must-watch for weebs and normies alike. Also, spoiler warning. I might discuss future plot points for argumentative purposes. You have been warned. Reason 1. A unique cast that complements each other very well. We have our ladies man, Lloyd Forger, aka Twilight. Not to be confused with the teenage angst story Twilight decades ago, but yeah. Lloyd Forger, aka Twilight, who is a spy whose goal in life is to make a world where children does not cry. Thorn Princess, Yor Briar, later known as Yor Forger after marrying Twilight, whose goal is to make the world safer for his younger brother. She works towards this goal by being a contract assassin that kills bad guys. And finally, Anya Forger, the adopted daughter of Twilight for the sake of his mission, who, unbeknownst to all the cast, is actually an Esper with mind-reading powers. These three are the main characters. What awesome backgrounds, right? The author was intelligent and conscious enough to know that what makes a show appealing and interesting is its characters. I know that we have some of the usual stereotypes attached to each of them, like Twilight, being the know-it-all, all-capable, good-looking protagonist. Yor, being the weeb bait and the main waifu of the show. And Anya, well, being Anya. But what makes them interesting is that they are not bound by stereotypes, because they have their other personas to think about, albeit fake or made up. Twilight, being a spy who later discovers that he can't handle children very well. Or Yor, being a clumsy office worker despite being a professional assassin. And Anya, despite being an all-knowing Esper, is still a child and have a lot of naive tendencies. As more characters are introduced, they too will have a dichotomy that is least expected. Moreover, they think like an actual person and not just an anime character. They understand risks and consequences much better than the usual shonen protagonist, where they think that simply believing and pushing through problems will be enough. Having a wide variety of personalities for each cast will create a lot of good and interesting scenarios. Just imagine all of them interacting in one room. It will be chaos, in a good way. Number 2. An action-packed romantic comedy and drama. Spy Family is a dramatic comedy filled with great action scenes. I only saw the first episode in the trailers as I'm writing this, but I can say that from the looks of the first episode alone, that the action scenes will be great and will be well animated. It is a given since Wit Studio and Cloverworks are both well known for creating great action scenes. They made shows like Attack on Titan and Darling in the Franxx, to name some. So we will be blessed with cool spy battles and over-the-top assassin moves from Twilight and Thorn Princess respectively, which will be badass and will definitely be an eye candy for anyone who watches it. For the comedy, it will feature something from a wide range of situations, from the normal everyday life in school or workplace to something outlandish like role-playing princess games to appease a child. As for the romance, we get to see some awkward yet heart-thumping scenes from both our main characters. From the simple one-liners all the way to the extravagant gestures, this show will have it all. For the drama, I'll just leave it to the anime to expound, but remember, this anime is set in a world where war is imminent, so be prepared. All in all, we will have the fast-paced action, the heart-wrenching drama alongside humorous situations, and great romantic scenes all coupled into one, which in my book is a recipe for a great show. Reason 3. Real-life parallels. As you may know, the setting of Spy Family is in a world in which neighboring territories are in the midst of waging war with each other. and it is the job of Twilight to prevent such things from happening. The setting for the story is loosely based on the European countries of Germany and neighboring countries in a Cold War setting, in which spies are plentiful and intelligence is a must to get ahead. We see the glimpse of what the world will look like during a Cold War. Outside of the comedy and romance, if you think about it, there is a lot of social unrest and uncertainty of the people in the show. That is also the reason on why you're married in the first place. It is to be not falsely accused as a spy. It is a world where everyone can be incarcerated even without sufficient evidence, and any bad press or opinions about the state will be considered as treason. But hey, it's not like we've experienced anything like that, right? Right? Well, I'm being sarcastic, okay. I know we've been through this a lot in the past and even now. Reason 4: War undertones and other dark stuff which are mostly political. In connection to my third point, it basically says war is bad. What a shock. Newsflash guys, war is bad. Tell that to your shit leaders. War is bad. While the show itself is uplifting and comedic in nature, I can already see a dark scene or two regarding the war, especially since all the characters have been affected by it firsthand. That might be a spoiler, but come on, it's already there. All you need is to dig a little bit deeper. All the main cast have war scars in them. Why do you think Twilight became a spy in the first place? Or Yor to be an assassin? Or Anya to be an orphan with mind-reading capabilities? These were the consequences of war. I know the show is not this dark, but I just want to touch on this topic since it's timely and necessary. And finally, reason number 5. Spy Family is a depiction of what a typical family actually is. A dysfunctional family. Call me a realist, but all families are not perfect. They all have flaws and shortcomings. In the case of the Forger family, it is founded on fraud, on deceit, on selfish reasons. It might be intentional that the author chose Forger as their family name. Forger, a person who forge, or to fake, get it? But still, as the series goes on, each and every one of them will come to terms that they actually turned this phony family into something real, something they care about, something where they belong, something they cherish, something they would not want to be gone, a family, just like our families. That no matter how much you hate your sibling, how much you despise your parents, at the end of the day, they are family. The Forger's foundation might be fake, but with each challenge they overcome, real memories and feelings sprout. And with those memories and feelings comes the realization of the one thing they all truly want: a family. I know it turned serious by the end, but even without the overanalyzation, or you just want to watch something amazing this season, you will not go wrong watching Spy X Family. So yeah, see you. It's me again, Sora. I just want to update you on Spy Family. Just watch it. It's a great show. See you again on the next.